Hello, hello. Welcome to a music stream. Now, let me make sure my audio setup is good. Yeah, I should turn that down. Yeah, I should do it this way. Okay, there we go. Hey, Beard Hero, and hey, Chili. Okay, so something's slightly wrong here. Let me see. This isn't connected. That's one of the problems. Oh, right. Of course it's not connected. I have no USB cable plugged in. Oh, where is that? Is it this? No. Huh. Where is that USB cable? Huh. Okay, sorry. I just assumed that this was set up. It was not. Hang on. Okay. I found the USB cable. Now I just got to figure this rest of this out. So you got to get it from here to here, but it won't reach. Can I use this? Man. I have an extension cable somewhere. I'm sorry about this. Hey, Shapalte. Huh. I can't find it. Yeah, huh. I don't know where that went. All right, well, I have another extension cable, but this one's really obnoxious to get to. So let me duck down and get this. Okay. Whoops. Sorry about that. So let's connect this. I bought this in a 2-pack a long time ago, and one of them just came dead on arrival. And I was like, ah, whatever. At least one of them works. I don't really want to go through the hassle of returning it. But that second one really benefited me over the years. All right, here we go. Should be in business as soon as I connect this blue cable. And then we can get to work. And you go ahead, Kevin. Array or vector? I mean, it depends on what you want. Okay, hopefully this works. Let's try it out. Yeah, so it immediately detected it. Can I just turn this on now? Yes, great. Good. All right, we have music. All right, so last time I was messing around with something. I don't even remember what it was, this one. I don't remember how this sounds, but I don't think it was fitting. But let's see. Whoa. Is that like blaringly loud for you guys? Let me see. Oh, is it like -15? That's not too bad. Yeah, no, I don't like this. I think this is very dark anyway. All right, so let's make a new one. And I want to mess around with, how's this sound? Yeah, so anyway, this is what I came up with the other day on my walk, just this little bass line, which I'm probably taking for something else for all I know. I don't like this bass sound. I actually kind of want to go more in the like Super Nintendo soundy things. So let's find something through here. Can I do this? No, I can't. I made that. Hey, Nick. I saw you joined Discord. Welcome in. All right, so we got to find this in here somewhere. There's like a million of these. Okay, well, let's try some other ones. That's not actually too bad. Oh, this is pretty good. All right, maybe we throw this one on for now. Let's rename this to guitar. Then we'll clone it. Where's clone? There. And we'll try some of the other ones here too, because there's some other interesting sounding ones. No. Sounds like Metallica. I might have heard what you're talking about before. I don't know for sure. Woo. Okay, well, anyway, this is roughly along where I want to be, so let's go plug in some notes. What tempo do we want for this? Yeah, okay, this sounds pretty good. Something like that. Whoop. All right, so tools, quantize. I want to change. Well, no, let's just do that. And then slide all this to the left. Yeah, so that's where I don't like how this happened. Yeah. Yeah, I think I do. And these should be a little bit punchier. And then let's save this before I get anywhere on this as messing around 2. Okay. Let's go plug in some drums here. There's some. Okay, here we go. Yeah, let's go find something. Not a fan of those. Saws. Any. Yeah, here's some. What does this remind me of? Huh. Some older game. It's like that specific sound. What do we have? I don't really like these ones. Hey, Strawn. Yeah, I like the other, like the hats and the kicks here sound pretty good. The snares don't. And now this sounds harsher than I actually want it to be, I think. Well, let's keep working through this. Hey, stats. Yeah, let's turn this down. Actually, that little mistake sounded good. Okay, let's put this on its own pattern, though. All right, I just want to check something. So yeah, let's just copy paste it over here. 16. I want it on 32. No, I want it on 64. Although maybe 32 is okay. All right. Now what do we have on the first pattern here? 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Double. Yeah. Okay. Hey, Jessica. Good morning. Okay, now let's go plug those in. Yeah. And this is where I was debating on, like, do I want to just set this to 32 and then add a couple of these? Now let's just do that for now. Okay, so after that, I was thinking I kind of want to just find some other instrument that'll go along with this. And I think I want it to be more mini freak than this style synth. But let's mess around with these for a bit. Wait, what is this? Oh, the title screen music. I was like, where's that coming from? You could probably wire this up so that one MIDI controller is controlling this instrument and the other one's controlling another one. I don't actually know how to do that. It's probably in here, though. Track. No, that's for the mixer. Anything about MIDI in here? Nah, there probably is. Then I don't know where it is. Yeah, I don't know where it is. I could look it up, but I actually don't think that's super important right now. All right, let's try this. This could work. Yeah, this could work. What is this? Acoustic grand? I mean, it doesn't really sound like a piano. I'll call it piano. Yeah, it's too digital to sound like a piano. here in terms of octaves. It's gotta fade. Yeah, I want the sustain level to be lower. Why is this not working the way I expect? Is it one of these? Hmm. Yeah, I don't know what I'm missing with this. I mean, this could work, but I just want to change the sustain level. What else do we have here? It's already, oh, it's already 0? How is this sustaining then? Do you really pay attention to the music on the perpetual tutorial, but does each game have the same root music, but a specific variant? No, you mean like a common motif? No, they're all going to just be different tunes that fit the game. So like the farming tune is very, very peaceful and relaxing. This. And the platformer was like a. So this one that we're going for is, I think, a little bit slower, more drum and bass heavy. And yeah, I just wanted to change this thing, and I can't figure out why it's not working the way I want it to. Like, it is fading out. I guess it's just released its control here. Whatever. All right, let's not worry about that. Although, what has this other one sound? Yeah. This happens all the time on here. Is there a quick way to fix this? I think you just need to close it and reopen it. And it's annoying because I don't think it'll ever get fixed properly. I wonder if we just use like AI to rewrite a plugin. Probably can't do that. All right, I wanted to try the different sounds we have here. No, this is better, the second one. Actually, that sounds pretty good too. I actually like those distortion effects that are going on. This is FL Studio. Yeah. So can I change it with a mod wheel? Do I even have a mod wheel on this? I have one on this. No, this is doing nothing. It looks like it's set to LFO1 depth and speed. And I mean, it probably is set to that, but maybe the LFO depth and speed doesn't actually do anything. I probably would want to change this somewhere. Yeah. I'm just not sure exactly what. Maybe this. Source 1 mod wheel. Yeah, let's try that. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Interesting. Hey, Phil. So if we turn this off, this is already set to like maximum here. This should be pretty much what we have already. All right, let's try that. Yeah. Okay. So cut this, put this on a new track, paste, put it in here. Something like that. Core beat's fun. Yeah, I think this can work, and I think it can kind of build up a little bit more. It doesn't sound like super dreadful. Yeah, I like this. I think this is all a little too loud. Let's lower that down a bit. And that. Yeah, this would probably need to, whoops. No, 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 stop it. Oh, it's set to magnify. There we go. Yeah. I think we could work up to something like that. It's kind of interesting. Why does that happen? Okay, so what do we got there? G to, I'd say this is like F sharp augmented to F sharp diminished 7 to D. I'll just put in parentheses 7. So hey, Faceless. Okay. So I don't like this. D suspended. It's not bad. So let's turn this off for a second, or maybe just move this over here. Excuse me. I'll just paint this in the whole time, as long as I'm just going to be playing over the top of it anyway, right? So I actually like that. But we need to change this pattern. So isn't there like a duplicate into new clone? Yeah, then it rearranges it. Okay. So I want to put this down now. If I'm going to do this, I need to have at least one of these instruments be correct before I get to that. Yeah, this can work. Yeah. Do, 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 do. All right. So, hey, Happy Chappy. How long have I been playing piano for? My parents enrolled me in lessons when I was 5 years old, and I kind of played on and off for, I want to say like maybe 10 or 12 years. So like I had some gaps in when I was playing. But I've kind of stopped trying to play piano. And now when I do play, it's like improv and composition. I don't like doing piano performance stuff anymore. Sounds very Ghost and Goblin. Yeah, it's kind of what we're going for here. So here's the game that we're making the music for. Let me get my controller. So yeah, imagine something like this. Okay, except for I was still working through that and never finished that. I actually think this should only happen afterwards. We should probably put that there, put this here, move some of this somewhere. Maybe just duplicate the whole thing. And then change this stuff. I really should have written down what I had earlier. Also, I think this instrument kind of breaks down at the higher registers. I do want it to go there. God, gotta change this instrument if I'm gonna do this. It just sounds so bad in the highest. Or we lower this entire thing by an octave. Why is it in the wrong instrument? What? Yeah, there we go. About the Pico 8 console engine. Gonna give games a try. Always spoke of it, never did it. Just started semi doing a bit of this and a bit of that. Yeah, I think Pico 8 makes a very specific kind of game, and there's probably a big community around it, but to me, it feels like it's almost artificially limiting. For those who haven't seen the Pico 8, it's this. It's a very cool idea. But yeah, you can see they're very like tiny looking games. There's and maybe people make like specific hardware for this, but that's where I feel like there's a Playdate console. It'd be great for something like that, like owners of this. I know that the aesthetic doesn't totally fit, but this is a tiny console with a hand crank on it. And they must show a picture of this, right? Yeah. So like you spin this crank for a lot of the games that you play because the only other things you have are a D-pad and a couple buttons. So it's like, it's a cool idea. It makes it so that you are playing very unique games. Yeah. And I think the Pico 8 gives that same sort of aesthetic, but you play on your computer. I mean, yeah, just add hardware. Yeah. The limitation is what makes it fun. Yeah. It's like poetry, I think. Yeah. Picotron. What is that? Oh, that looks cool. Anyway. Yeah, I like this well enough so far. This needs to change. Yeah, I think we need to repeat these notes. Hey, Pretzel. No, there's something missing from here. What is this? A C sharp. Where is the C sharp? Ah, because I got rid of it from there. I wonder if we should put it here. Kind of want to try getting rid. Oh, I mean, this is an A. Potentially A7 going to this, which means we should probably have that in the bass. I want to try this and see if there's any better. No. All right, let's put it back to what it was. C sharp mentioned. Hey, Pickle. No, I don't like that either. Maybe just repeat this and hold this. I'm fine with just controller, keyboard, and mouse. Gone down in scope. I don't know if I agree with that. I think scope is a combination of what the hardware can provide and what the developer can do on whatever budget they have. And I mean, AAA games are doing more and more. You have these like massive sprawling overworld games, multiplayer games, like larger battles than have ever been seen. So yeah, maybe you're talking about something a little different from that. Demand answers to what? All right. Yeah, so here I wanna develop this a little bit more. Let's delete this stuff. Oh, okay, I press on. This implies that I ever remember what I wrote for my title, and then I'm assuming everyone coming in will just be answering it without any sort of context. Yeah, I want beat number 3080. Yeah, I want to anchor this in something lower, like this even. Maybe that'll do. Nope, that was supposed to be on the beat. No, that's terrible. All right, let me see. Yeah, that could work. Love it. Yeah, so I think if we just repeat this. Yeah. Come on, be more creative. Okay, 3079.9. All right, next up, let's go add in to our little drum pattern over here. This should be called kick, clone, edit, find the hi-hats that we had. Huh, interesting. Written it yesterday, I would have said 7 years, 0 days. Yeah, it would have. Wow. Happy 7 years. Mentoring an intern? Yeah, sure. Yeah, feel free. Also, we should hang out again at some point. I've been meaning to set something up, and I just... Things are busier and busier. And I feel like I've been in catch-up mode for too long. Probably means I'm doing too much. But yeah, I hope everything's going well. I think it's gratifying to work with more junior people sometimes. What is this thing doing here? What is this doing here? How did I get this here? Delete? I don't know how I even did that. All right, so general idea seems like it's coming along. This is like way better than the other one. I want to develop this some more, and I want to just kind of think in terms of where is this going. So we have, whoop, that's not a piano. And this should have been renamed to hat. Okay. 'Cause I don't want to constantly mash out notes like that. What else do we have here? 5 hours. My goodness. Yeah, good luck. Probably your favorite genre. I've never even heard of this. Huh. It is a real thing. Yeah. I wonder if you took like, I don't know, a group of 100 people and just said, list every music genre you know of. How large would that list be? Yeah. All right. So yeah, anyway, we're going over to here. I don't know how much more we can do over this bass line. I don't want to abruptly switch. A genre and event, why not both? All right, let's pull up the game again. Okay. Yeah, I think just based on the tone of the game, I think this needs to change a little bit. Let's try something else. What was that? What was that? Yeah, that. What was that doing there? Yeah, that's wrong. I just never heard that when it was the other instrument. That was already broken. It's an actual finish thing? I mean, what is it though? Is it knitting just the heavy metal music? Okay, yeah. Huh, wonder how many people enjoy that. Oh, the band is knitting. Oh. Wow, that's different from what I thought. Also, the cat is meowing outside, but I like boxed myself in here. I have a piano on this side, the desk in front of me, the synth to the right of me, and the green screen behind me. But I don't want her to keep meowing. All right, there we go. You coming in, Cat? Abby? I don't know if she's going to come in. I actually don't like this any better. I want a different one. I mean, it's called Game Administrator. You pretty much have to go with it, right? Yeah, I think we kind of got to stay in this general range, at least for another couple measures. Yeah, I kind of want to do that. Let's see if it'll work, though. Just click that. Okay, something like that, probably lower. I keep working in the higher registers here, and I think it kind of needs to be, but yeah, this instrument sounds bad. I wonder what we should do about that, though. I got to fix it at some point. I mean, especially because like this whole thing was supposed to be higher to begin with. Yeah, all right, let's hear what it sounds like all together. Yeah, okay, now let's try changing this. So unfortunately, I had also modified this. I don't want to write this out. I don't really care. But we should probably remember where we were here. So I'll just take a picture of this. Yeah. And because yellow on yellow is hard to see, let's just highlight that one. So this is the third one, right? Yeah. All right, let's listen to some other ones here. Actually, specifically in higher registers. Yeah, this sounds a lot better than... There's a reverb or something on this. Huh. Nah, I think we need to change this still. I don't know to what, though. Let's just go back to the beginning, right? Hey, Sun Mercury. Hey, Goose. Okay, out of curiosity, what if we went the other direction? Well, actually, I kind of want to try some of these other things too. But and went more simplistic. Yeah, something's missing. First of all, a bunch of percussion's missing. But okay, let's go try. Okay, not that low. Actually, we should probably add this in. That's pretty good. 56. Let's just clone that. What program is this? This is FL Studio, Free Loop Studio. The reason I wanted to do this is because I want to put this very low down. Maybe not that low. Yeah, like here. Need another pattern for this one. The pattern is not actually on here. There we go. It would need a sustain though, and this needs to change. I'm very torn about this. I'd love for this to, like, when I press these keys on the keyboard, that it changes this. I wonder if there's a way to hook that up. Now I could try different instruments. Okay, that's been bugging me too. That right here. Yeah, I don't think that should play. And we just need a lower. Okay, now let's find a better one for this. I want a mostly held bass here. Could be anything. Oh, this is arpeggiated. That's weird. Why didn't I hear this? Oh, it's not low enough. Or like 2 octaves lower. I mean, it's shaping up to be something. I like it well enough. I think there's a lot of work that needs to be done. But the idea is decent. I still need to find something better for this. Ooh. I don't like this. Alien beacon. That's pretty cool. Okay, that's interesting. Hey, Magnus. I think I just need to play out a G note the entire time, in which case this is probably going to get boring sounding, right? It's a little too muddy. I mean, all these sound. Okay, that's not bad. Next was changing. Yeah, adding this in. Well, I don't have any great ideas here. Except for I wanted this to be kind of common. Let's just slam all these in. Now let's add by removing. There. Probably lower that a little bit more. Yeah, now there's sustain going on in this that sounds bad, or just the held notes that I have. This is partially me playing it and partially me quantizing it. So that might sound better. But yeah, I think we gotta extend these out. This needs to be lower. I lost the plot. The capital O's represent binary, which is the date. So right now his name looks like this, which is 10010. So this is 16 plus 0 plus 0 plus 2 plus 0. So it's June 18th right now. Yeah. It's a very easy plot to lose. How do you know it's June? Yeah, that's true. We need someone else in chat. Oppressor, why don't you change your name? Come up with a cryptographically strong way of representing June. I want to lower this even more. This probably shouldn't be there. Try changing that to this. Maybe this shouldn't be played another time. Yeah, that would be better, I think. Something like this. God, it's so hard to manage this. We got to do that. I should probably go there. Okay. And now, yeah, this is too high up. Cool. All right, I give. What is this? All right, yeah. Yeah, there you go, Oppressal. Really getting into the spirit of things. All right, so this is all we have so far. Does it fit with the game? Why is this not working? Oh, there we go. All right. No. I mean, there's work to be done. I'm not super happy with it yet. Yeah. I will keep working on this after the break. Is it jump time? It's jump time. Hello, hello again. Hey, TJ. Maybe just a quick jump royale. All right, take care, Pretzel. Close the game. So I just found out on my break about something I did not know about, which is you can paint in scenes now. So like in the starter room, when I was putting in supply crates, you can apparently, I don't know how you actually do this. Yeah, I don't know how you do this. Oh, wait. Oh, I don't have the scene selected. There we go. Now I have the scene selected. There's something that lets you do this. Huh. Where is this? Godot Paint Scenes 4.7. Scene paint mode in 2D. Yeah, how do you do that? B by default. Where's the UI for it, though? What? How are they doing this? Oh, there it is. Yeah, so now I can apparently click here and use scene picker from toolbar to choose a scene before painting. Is there no quick load in here? Edit properties, open advanced settings. Scene picker, here we go. Yeah, so check this out. So now if I just want to put a bunch of supply crates in, you can do it this way. This is a really, really neat idea. Because I used to duplicate them all. I want to undo whatever I did here. I think we've undone it. Yeah, you used to be able to put it into tile maps like that, but now, yeah. I mean, this is just a shortcut for you instantiating in a bunch of different scenes, which, yeah, every once in a while I want to do by just dragging a bunch of these things. And now I can. All right, so yeah, I was unhappy with this for a lot of reasons. I think part of it is that there's no building up to this amount of sound. So like if we got rid of, let's say, this track and this track. Poof, music gone. Yeah. Yeah, so I think something like this as the intro might be a little bit better here. Maybe some like very minor, and by minor I mean like subtle, not musical minor. Maybe some minor chords being played on top. Ish nibble. Yeah, this is not supposed to be like that. And this should probably be spread out too. Nope, never mind. Yeah. All right, so yeah, I like that. I like what it turns into, I think. Except for this is now too loud, in my opinion. We're changing registers too much here. And I don't want this to be as blocky as it is. For the top-down shooter? Yeah. I'm still trying to work through this and figure out what's best here. Because in the context of the game, I still think it's maybe a little intense. Although then again, I did just change some leveling here, so let's see. So... So my general complaints here, I think We need more of a build-up rather than just jumping in. The melody needs to be separated from the harmony that's currently playing on the same instrument. I mean, the build-up we could potentially do by just dragging all this to the side and then doing one of these and one of these. And maybe even some kind of like envelope on this so that this comes in differently. Like we right click this and go to create automation clip and then drag this point down here. Wait, what volume was it at originally? I want to copy that. Copy and paste over to here. Drag and make this smooth up like that. Yeah, and then some kind of lead in here. Maybe we'll just make a new pattern for that. And put this here. We can't do that. Oh, whoops. That's because it's already a pattern. There we go. So I don't know, something like this. I'm not putting a lot of thought into this right now. And that would need to be lower. So how do we end that? Yeah, probably on D then. Have combat specific layers when you're entering combat, it activates another layer for the boss. Yeah, you're kind of just always in combat other than the starter room. So yeah, we could have the starter room cut out the main instrument, and then yeah, every room after that could add a layer on top. I don't know if that's a good idea necessarily. It would work, yeah. Is Alex, are you satisfied with the main melody? If I were to criticize, it feels too slow for what's supposed to be an action shooter style game. The thing I wanted to capture here, because this was intentional, is that the game actually starts out pretty slowly in terms of physical movement speed. Like, look at how slowly you move. And I don't think we can increase this too much without changing the gameplay itself. So that, yeah, the... Oh, hang on. Let's go get that back. There. Okay, yeah. So this. In fact, maybe we drag this to the side and have it play this another time so that it's 20 seconds of intro. That could potentially work better. Let's listen to that. I closed the game. I don't know why. Okay, let's listen now. Is that working? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that is a lot better. A lot better. Definitely needed that. Next, we need to split out that melody from the harmony that's in here. I think this is too blocky to all be on one instrument. So what's the best way to do this? Let's duplicate this. And let's copy all the notes over too. And then in this one, let's cut out everything that's just not the top note. All right, so now we have... Why is it still making multiple sounds? Why is it still doing that? Hey, no, rough check. This is FL Studio. And GLFA, thanks for the raid. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, we're working on music today. I will play this in just a sec, but... yeah. Okay, so that's good. And then let's plug this one in and delete just the top note of everything here. So this one's a little bit harder to do because I got to be a little bit careful about this. Do, 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 do. Then all of this and this and this. Okay. Then we just got to find an instrument for this that is not the same. So I don't know, this one maybe. Nothing came from it. Yeah, it takes a lot to learn the program, and it takes a lot to learn just making music as well. Okay, so here's what we have, Raiders. This is going to be the soundtrack for this game. And it's not perfect. I only just started this, what, an hour and 20 minutes ago. So here's what we have so far. Turn this down. Okay, there's something weird going on here, and I'm not totally sure what it is. My name is Split Piano Keyboard. I have a piano over here, this keyboard here, and then a synth over here. I don't have the piano on. Is that coming through the... Wait, how are you hearing that? Just through the mic. Why is that happening? Strange. Hey, Kyle. Kyle, are you the same Kyle as on YouTube? Also, oh my god, this stupid monster keeps running over to me. Let's just pause it. Couple game ideas. Are you doing any of your own art? No, I don't do any of my own art. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why this isn't coming through. I have this plugged in, right? Yes. Oh, I know why. I think. I know why. Because I don't have this set to the piano scene. Let me go find that piano scene. Is it this? No, that's strange. Something's wrong. Unless it's this one? No, weird. Huh. Yeah, take care, GLF. Thank you for the raid. Yeah. I should be like, say hi to the family for me. So they're like, oh yeah, Adam said hi. Yeah, he's that guy online that GLF raids. Hey, Franken. Yeah, I don't know why the piano music isn't coming through. It doesn't really matter for this stream, but I am kind of curious. Let me take a look at the chords. Huh. Yeah, everything looks fine over here. Why wouldn't that work then? Yeah, I don't know. Well, as mentioned, doesn't really matter. So this sounded weird. Let's turn this off for a sec. And then let's listen to this. This can be higher now? What happened with this? Yeah. Oh, a note was deleted from here. This has to be something that fades. I don't like this. We got to change what this is. And I don't know to what, so I'm just going to click random things here. That's not bad. No, now it sounds bad. I don't know what I want for this. No. What do we want for this? God, there's like a million things you can go through on here. Lead of an old game. No, these are all over the place. Yeah. I don't like those. It actually works decently well. Probably turn that up a bit. Then put this back on and figure out what's going on with this. What is going on with this? Well, maybe this should just be higher up now. Yeah, let's listen to that. Well, I guess we raise this too. Let's put this back down to what it was. Everything's in the same register, though. We can't have that. We could put this even higher up. I don't think it's going to sound good if I do that. No, this is not good. Well, there's another thing we could try here. We could replace this entire thing. And mess around with this for a bit. This sounds like it should be the melody, though. And it works very well for that. You have to swap these things. I don't know the easiest way to do this. I really should learn more about this program in general. So let's clone this over here. Paste this here. Put all of this over to this one. Oops. And then put all of this over to this one. And then delete this. All right, let's try. There's something weird going on with that. Yeah, this. Yep. Let me just delete this too. all of this to be lower. This would ideally fade away here, and there's no easy way to do this. And if you double click a note in FL Studio, you can change the release on it. Just doesn't work for practically anything. Yeah. The synth probably needs to support it. All right, how are we doing on this now? So here, if we lower this down, paste, and then lower it over the course of a little bit, and I guess paste this in too. That does not work. We just want to delete that. And maybe something like this. So this way we lower the sound of the bass after the new instrument comes in. Let's listen to that. Yeah, too much. If I could edit this, there we go. All right, I want to add in a snare drum to see what it would sound like. And I'm just going to go with this default one for now. Yeah, the snare drum sound isn't the correct thing here. Live performance of the soundtrack when you launch Stuck in a Broken tutorial with a full band. This is how Slay the Spire 2 does their music, I'm pretty sure. I think it'd be very, very cool to do that. But I'd probably only do that with one track, maybe, because I don't know what it takes to set that up. I don't have any like local music connections. But that would be very neat. Hey, Tim. I was thinking about how you said you wanted to get a cat. Do you have any ideas in mind for what kind of cat? And the beat we're making, well, not just beat, I guess, but music we're making is for the top-down shooter game. We're going to have to replace this with something. So let's replace it with synth 1. Go see if we can find some better drum for this. What do we have in terms of drums? I'm just seeing if any of these pop out at me as I'm looking through quickly. This is where color coding everything is a really good idea. Yeah, and here they actually even wrote out the categories. They don't have any percussion in here, though. I'll just keep clicking these until I find something. I should learn how to just make these sounds myself. Yeah, so here are a couple. Yeah, I don't think it sounds great. No, yeah, I don't think it sounds great. Already did an option app. Oh, cool. What's the color of cat? These I looked at earlier, I guess. That one's not bad. We offset that. want this somewhere. I don't know where. Yeah, sure. I'd love to see. All right, I at least like that. I think that adds a lot. Hey, Boolean. Oh my God. Look at this cat. Very cute. I like her facial expression. How old is she? 1 to 3? God, I always find this. Hang on one sec. Excuse me. I always find this kind of funny. Like, they have to write these little blurbs about a cat. And yeah, here, Violet, here's your story. And they don't really spend a ton of time with the cat. And this is mostly marketing material to get the cat adopted. And I think no matter what you do, you should always go meet the pet first, of course. But loyal, I find just funny to write down here. And like Abby was on some adoption website too for our local shelter. Where is that? Actually, I shouldn't just share this stuff probably, but yeah. Yeah. But I'm excited for you. And hey, Reggae. Getting absolutely stressed. Stressed about what? Potentially not getting her because someone else adopts her? Or some other thing? Because if it's about actually like pet responsibility, you had a, well, I don't know if you still have a bird, but you had a bird for a very long time, so you already know about that. And cats are pretty easy. But it's not losing the cat because someone else adopts them. Yeah, that's stressful. I do like this. I think there can just be one, and I also think we need to lower the sound of this. Yeah, I almost think the snare should be on its own pattern. Yeah, let's just delete this. Let's get a find first empty. Good. And just put this here. And set this to 32. Something like this. And then only go plug this in after it's already had a little bit of time to ramp up. I want to insert a track below this. How do we do that? Insert. Yeah. Well, one in the other direction, but we could probably just move this down now, right? Yeah, move down. All right, so let's start it here. Oh, finalizing major luck change. Yeah, but she'll bring so much love. She'll improve your game dev. Think about it that way. This shouldn't be here. We should, I don't know if I should like stretch this out a lot. I find it harder to work with this, even though I guess we could go into the piano roll at any point. And we should probably rename this to snare. Yeah, let's go load that up. Delete this, I guess. Okay, so I want this one to be gone. And I want to go find this alongside this. Okay. Where is this? It's like an infinitely small note. I guess it's at the beginning of the next measure. Yeah. Maybe like that. Okay, I think this is sounding a little bit better. I don't know if I'm just getting used to it. Fifth time in an hour, yes, improve my game dev. Oh, is everyone else saying that too? I guess I'm unoriginal. Such a cool fitting sound, very distinctly early game. Well, this does need to get developed a little bit because even if we were to stop right now, we have 47 seconds of music. You will die probably 3 times in this game, so you'll hear the beginning of this a few different times. And it's probably got a loop too. Hey, Taras. I love music, but don't see myself listening to the same tune all the time to slightly tweak it. Yeah. I look at it almost like I do my game dev. It's somewhat iterative. It's like, okay, now here's the biggest problem. How do we solve that? Fast forwarding the amount of distractions cat will bring. I don't know. I think, I mean, like you said, you've had cats before. Abby's only distracting at food time, which I kind of just built my schedule around now at this point. But for the rest of the day, she's just asleep. Sometimes it's in my lap, and sometimes that's annoying because my blood stops flowing. But otherwise, it's like she's not asking for attention a lot of the time. In the evening, we need to play with her quite a lot. But then I just stopped doing work at that time. But I know you tend to work more hours than I do. All right, so yeah, this is shaping up to be a lot better. I was just kind of plunking down random snare drum notes, so I want to listen for that now. I also want to plunk down some more random ones. Yeah, it's working pretty well. Okay, so I had some idea for after this where I wanted to go. Let's go back to this instrument for a sec. I change this. No, it doesn't matter. I should probably play this again, huh? At least at the end. Hey, Tony Johnson. And thanks. Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where this tune should go. I mean, if we have this bass playing out the whole time, this pattern one at the top, we probably can't just stop it. Like, I guess it could temporarily. Also, I got to figure out how long does an actual run last? Like, let's just go to a stopwatch thing. I'll do this off screen so that I can do this alongside it. All right. Return to title. Go into the game. Start the stopwatch. There we go. And I'm going to give myself 5 of each power up. We're going to ignore those. I don't think we can ignore these. But I just want to see how long does it take to like roughly get through the different rooms. And a player would take longer on their first try. They wouldn't be moving as fast. They wouldn't be killing as fast. This has been 40 seconds so far. These rooms would be a little bit different. There'd be more interest to them. You wouldn't be killing as fast, like I said. So probably it'll take a couple of minutes before you die your first time, maybe. All right, so now it's been a minute 15. Now we're in the treasure room. So a minute 30 to get here. We do probably have enough power to beat this. Whoa. I say as I die. Oh, God. Yeah, without being able to move and shoot in the other direction. All right, I just got to grab those power-ups. There we go. Now just stay alive. And blast 1 or 2 every so often. Oh, actually, it's stupid to kill the summoners because then a new summoner will spawn 4 more of the summons. Hit Punkudge. Definitely not going to spiral grab the treasure. Yeah. And also, they would have died their very first time through. I just want to get a rough idea. That was about 2 minutes and 15 seconds. So yeah, I think having the music track be about 3 minutes would be probably best. So that instead of it looping while you're playing, it loops because you die. It's going to be quite a tall order for me to do that because I got to quadruple the music length that I have so far. We're killing stuff in 1 hit now. So the boss should be very easy. Very easy. Time to spiral grab the treasure. Oh yeah. We're gonna blow this thing out of the water. I'm not even taking damage over here. Look at me go. Nice. So that was about a minute and a half extra. All right, now we're super powerful. Yeah. And another time. Wow. Actually, you know what we could do to get you out of the top-down shooter is, where is this going on? There we go. we could have the boss drop so many power-ups that your gun starts shooting in every direction and blows up the walls and stuff. That would be very cool. Architect. Could be cool to have the boss drop so many power-ups that your gun fires faster and faster and destroys a wall. Maybe it shoots in every direction. And just one of the wall segments blows up. Or maybe that wall segment flashes to indicate that it's weak. I like that idea. Yeah, I like that idea. Okay. All right. Take care, Happy Chappy. Yeah. All right. Let's play this again from the beginning. Okay, yeah. I like it quite a lot. I think it's very fitting. The snare drum sounds terrible in the context of playing the game because they're just semi-random, like bullet sounds almost. Bullet sounds being that, you know, a snare drum in a like 16-bit game just sounds like the same as a bullet sound. Hey, David. And thanks. Yeah. Yeah, so this has to change somehow. I almost feel like we could replace it with different percussion, but it just any percussion is going to sound sort of like something's being hit in the game unless it's rhythmic. The problem is, I guess, that it's not rhythmic here, or not in a sort of regular rhythm. So I guess what we could do is make it rhythmic. Although at that point, there's no reason to have all these notes here, right? Just delete them all. And then just, yeah, set this to 64. How do you scroll this? What is happening right now? Oh, there's the scroll bar. Wait, that's 64? That's not 64. Yeah, this thing got messed up. Okay. Yeah, I like that. And then we would loop this. So we set this to 32. And then slam some of those in there. That to fade. I'm gonna have to manually control all this probably. Now let's do something else that's kind of nice, which is random color on every track. I wonder, there might be a way to do this for all of them at once. Oh, I can just do it over here. Now it looks like Fruity Loop Studio. And let's just change some of the purples to something else. Yeah, there. And that's strange. Does it only generate like certain random colors here? I guess a bright yellow would be good. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now it's at least obvious which pattern is which. I'm just delaying what I need to be doing here, which is figuring out what comes after this. So we could loop back to the original thing here. We could actually also cut out an instrument for some time. Kind of want to see what that would sound like. Let's delete this for now. Yeah. Yeah, we need a new pattern. Let's put that down over here. Give that a random color too. Go into this, find our... I don't know if I want to do this. I kind of want to see what it sounds like though, so let's just mess around with this for a bit. Yeah, something like that. All right, let's just hit record and try that out. Yeah, so something like that. And now we got to change this. Find first empty. Paste. And get this thing here. Yeah. So how about we just copy paste what I had. Put that into this. And then just lower it. I mean, I'm not going to change the notes here. I just want to see what it sounds like roughly. Yeah, so that needs to be an A. Oop. What's going on there? What am I hearing that I don't like? This being stupid is part of it. And this not being high enough up. Lower this down a bit. Yeah, we need to quantize these. Oh, why didn't I do anything? Quick quantize. Huh. Okay, fine. I'll do it myself. Actually, having one of these be gray is probably a good thing. Yeah, it just doesn't fit. I think we gotta change. Yeah, we gotta change the base. I'll just delete this and try something. What happened to all my notes at the end there? Why'd they get like super quiet? Something got messed up here too. I think in E flat got deleted. Yeah, that could work. Well, where am I going overall with this? So we have this. I would love to be able to actually have the piano be audible and not just through the microphone. What am I missing here? What do I do differently? The only thing I can think is that I have my headphone jack plugged in. Let me find another one of those. Yeah, hang on a second. Aha! I bought a 3-pack for a reason. Okay, let's try this out. Oh, I've never even opened this one, which means I must have the third one somewhere. Oh, maybe I have opened this one. I don't know. Is it in here? No. Oh, I know where it is. It's in the other room. So I can play this and connect it to speakers. Okay, so if I plug this in, does this just work? No. What am I missing? Maybe. Random question: shoes inside the house, yay or nay? I am a not shoes inside the house person. Slippers are fine. But yeah, I mostly just wear socks. I have an idea, but I could break everything if I do this. Let me just try this first. No, it's not working. Okay, I think I need to just power cycle this. Okay, there. No, there's still no audio coming through. Does everything else work? Yeah, that works. Man, what am I doing wrong? The only thing I can think is that I have the wrong audio source in OBS, but I haven't changed anything. Audio input capture, add existing. Piano, test duplicate mic. Yeah, I don't have anything else here. Strange. It's not muted or anything. Huh. It says active. Oh, wait, now it's making sound? I didn't do anything. So you can hear this now, right? When I'm playing on the piano? Because I can't hear it because I took something out. Yes, okay. And hey, Toulouse. Okay. All right, great. So let me mute the mic here and let me try this thing. Okay, I think that could work. But that would probably put us to like roughly, I don't know, here, a minute and a half. I kind of wanted it to be 3 minutes long, but I think that is somewhat ambitious. Yeah. Mm. There's a point where you put your headphones on and you can hear the piano. We heard it at that point. That was this MIDI keyboard though. I think that's what you were hearing. Got your power and internet back. Oh man. Do you have an uninterruptible power supply? I know it wouldn't fix the internet, but I said I was gonna get one and I never did. I've been kind of waffling about it. Yeah, I think I need to go to some other section of this piece. See, I can mess around in E flat now. One for computer, one for monitors. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah. Hmm. Okay. I think I like this. I like this well enough. I think it's worth developing. So I'm going to take another break. We'll come back. We'll spend a little more time on this. Is it jump time? It's jump time. Close the game. Okay, so I wanted to build out this next section here. And yeah, I think this is going better than it did the last time. I don't know what I was thinking. This pattern one here that you hear, that if I open this up and we play it, this just struck me as I was walking. I already mentioned this. I probably didn't come up with this. This is probably in the recesses of my memory from some other thing that I heard, or I'm adapting it or whatever. But that in itself does not make the tune. But having that to go off of and then thinking, okay, well, from there, let's get some drums and let's kind of build it up, I think gave me enough direction where we've got 47 seconds of music now where we had none at the beginning of the stream. So yeah, it's going better than it was. I think it should go downward. Yeah, and I think we need a slight discordance here. I like the legato playing there. It's pretty nice with the lead that we have. I kind of want to just make this all be one. Whoops. Whoops, I don't know what I just did. Yeah, I don't know what I just did. I hope I didn't mess something up. I kind of want to make this one pattern. Oh, wait a sec. This cuts out the other instrument that we had. Oh, whoops. What does this sound like? To be honest, I don't like this as much. Yeah, let's worry about that later. This would need to change slightly. It's not right. It's not right. Maybe there. I think we need to almost go down to C for this. Let's try a couple of them just to see. I'm not sure. Yeah, that could work. Maybe these are we down to? I'm not sure. This can't happen again though. We gotta change that. Yeah, something more staccato after this. If we get to a section C, we get to a C, then we, or well, like another section, I guess I should say. Then we should probably go with some staccato notes. This should be higher up, I think. Yeah. I don't know what to do with that. All right, now let's move some of these away and see what this sounds like. Isn't there some shortcut that I have for this? Shortcuts. Yeah. Tab. Yes. That tab is something that's on my mouse as well. So yeah, switching between these. I think that's what I needed. Because yeah, it's somewhat hard to navigate this. I want for there to be like I want page up and page down to go between the patterns. I don't think there's a way to customize the hotkeys though. General settings. Yeah, I think people have been asking about this for years. And it hasn't existed. Transparent windows. What does that do? Maybe that's only when you detach them. Let's try and figure it out. Detach. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's some like if the OS supports it kind of thing. It doesn't even have oh, show inactive windows transparent or not. Inactive ones. They don't look transparent to me. You might need to restart. All right, whatever. Yeah, so I wanted to move this from here over to the other instrument in the same pattern though. Good. And then delete the melody notes from this. And delete all that. And then over here, delete the harmony notes. Good, 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 good. Why does that sound so muddy? Did it sound that way over here? No, it sounds pretty clear. What is going on with that? It's like this is too low. I guess it is. Well, we can delete that. Let's try this. No, 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 no. I think I know what's happening. All right, undo. Undo everything. I think, yeah, I still have these bass notes here. This should not be here anymore. Or we need to cut this out. So let's make pattern 5 be half the size that it was. and then go plug it in several times now, and then make a new pattern and put that in here. This should definitely have a different color. And then if we were playing a very low G, a G4 here, this should probably be like this maybe. That might still be too much. Let's listen to that transition. It's too abrupt. We need to swap this out. Slowly transition. I mean, one of the ways of making it slowly transition is to fade this out entirely. It's not quite right. Yeah, it's not quite right. I almost think that it's that this is too low. Because before this we were here. And if we go an octave higher, we'll be too high up. Yeah. What is going on with that? It's that this is too long. You should probably lay out all of these things too. Hmm. Okay, that could work. Right. Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna mess around on piano for a little longer. That'll forever be the Lord of the Rings chord progression. I really like it, but I gotta be careful not to do that here. Let me back up. Let's go to the beginning again. I'll put it at a minute 16. So I think we need like 2 more sections. We get so much from the intro. It's like 20 seconds of having to do nothing. Or like very easy stuff. I still need to think about this. Maybe going to E flat was a bad idea anyway. Let's see. I'm over 50% of the way to being rich. You're at what, 37,500? Getting those channel points? Very rich. Very, very rich. 43. Okay. You're making it there. I don't think there's any other way to speed that up other than being a sub and watching all the time. Because I think they have watch streaks and stuff. But like, I don't ever run predictions that would let you take points from other people. Hey, Steven. I'm not becoming a rapper. It's just for the sake of the top-down shooter. So we have this game, and we're working on the music for this. So if I do this and this, I'll level this too. Okay, yeah, I actually think that sounds pretty decent. Even this, I think it can be cleaned up a little bit, but at least where it's going feels correct. Let me see that again. Maybe this should just have a C in the base. Or even delete this. Should we make this higher up? I think that's fine. I still can't figure out why I don't exactly like this. Hmm. What are we at here for this? We could just invert this once. Yeah, that would raise it up a little bit. Although it would also change the melody. So we go like this. Yeah. Okay. Then same thing over here. And that might have been the trick that brings us to victory. So we originally had this. We want to flip it with that. And then this with this. And then this could still stay here, but I think it's probably better to do that. Yeah, now it's very slightly off. That's an easy to fix thing. We could just anchor this directly to the line. Yeah. That too. Put these over here. Honestly, this is probably just a better time to quantize these things. And then go back to this and also make these align. There we go. Yeah, that's not bad. Do, 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 do. Yeah. I want this played at my funeral. You know that White and Nerdy is basically a tribute to all nerdy things Weird Al actually likes. No, I didn't. I liked Weird Al's parodies. I don't think a lot of the lyrics stuck with me, so it's hard to think about them and be like, yeah, what was he talking about? I remember something about mowing his lawn in that song. Is that the song where you talked about that? Let me see. Yeah, they see me mowing my front lawn. Huh. All right. I think we just need to lower this down, right? Interesting. We could actually change one of these. Hmm. Okay. Well, there is a lot of good stuff going on here. I have a bunch of other work to do. Man, you know what'll be interesting is making that loop box music because I'm thinking some sort of like elevator, chill, ambient music, a lot of digital blips and stuff. I think that'd be more interesting. This hasn't been bad. All right, so let's try one more time. Let's listen to it in the context of the game. Got to turn this down always. All right. I know, just the hens. Huh. Yeah, this is good. I like it. I like where this is going. I think this is also nice that I'm not spending so long making each track. Like this is probably going to take another 8 hours or something, but we're also doing it early enough on in development where I don't have to spend 4 straight weeks making music at the end. When all said and done, it probably will have taken longer than 4 weeks over the course of that time. And it makes each game feel more complete. I think the big wins that you get that are quote unquote easy is fleshing out the world, adding sounds, adding music. Each of those makes it feel more immersive. So if you just play this game without playing any music from it and without having the world in it, this looks like a prototype. And then you play the sounds and it just feels a little bit better now, right? You add in the music, it feels even better than that. How's progress? You take alpha testers? I will eventually need play testers, probably like from the stream. Progress has been good. The next goal, so let me switch into just talking mode here. Let's move this over here for now. Let me turn this back up. I should be able to hear the music now, right? That's weird. Oh wait, no, I have that unplugged in. Wait, no, that shouldn't matter. There we go. Yeah, it's working. Okay, so anyway, here's what the plan is right now. So we did checkpoint 1. I had, I want to say, I think 5 play testers. It was all friends and family. Checkpoint 2, I forgot what date this was, but this was like sometime in May, I think. Checkpoint 2 is probably gonna be like August 1st. We'll have 3 more sub games. I think it's still gonna be like private playtesting. A lot of the reason for this is that this game has a certain surprise factor to it, and I want to curate who's playing it. If you've watched the stream enough, you'll know all the gimmicks of the games, and it won't probably be very fun to play yourself. There's another problem we're going to run into when it comes to launching the game, which is what about people who saw this on YouTube and someone played through half an hour and then they played through the first half hour and they're like, oh, it's largely the same. But I don't know, maybe there's still that excitement of like what's going to come next. I don't know when checkpoint 3 will be, and I don't know how many sub games we'll add. Maybe we aim for another like 2 to 3 more sub games. And that's when I think we probably open it up to people in the stream or Discord. Hey, help me escape. Welcome in. So yeah, that'd probably be before the end of the year. The goal for 2026 was to have, I think, 30 to 45 minutes of playtime. Yeah. 30 to 45 minutes of fun, proven gameplay. We have maybe about 10 to 15 minutes in checkpoint 1. So if checkpoint 2 adds another like 15 minutes, we're pretty close to that mark. And then yeah, we can make another few sub games. Then 2027 is going to be just like go full throttle, make as many extra sub games as we can. And yeah, we focus on launching probably in 2028. So yeah, lots and lots of work to do, even just on the music front. But I'm pretty happy with how this has been turning out. I think it's going to be it for today's stream. It's been about 3 hours. Yeah. All right. Let me go find someone new to raid. I like finding new channels every once in a while. All right. Who we looking at? Man, I've raided so many people that there aren't as many new people anymore. And also some of the new people have like very long uptimes. So I don't know how long I'll be streaming for after this. All right, I don't know. I'm gonna just end the stream. 1,600 streams to go. Hey, Ultramark. Yeah, I'll be back online tomorrow. Tomorrow, I think we need to focus most of the day on figuring out how to colorize the player character. I've got some ideas for that. So it'll be mostly coding, mostly prototyping, that stuff. So thank you all for watching. Thanks for being here. Hope I didn't drive you nuts with the same tune being played over and over. And maybe see you tomorrow. Have a good rest of your day.